Doug? I know it's hard being in a new town. Let's give it a chance, okay?
Sometimes, cinematic beauty comes packaged with an air of mystery and danger that the hero just cannot resist. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 femme fatale in modern cinema.
You have to leave.
Peter. Just want to have some fun.
These women must be sexy, sensual, and dangerous. For this list, though, we've looked only at those post-1980 movie women whom enjoy using their allure to manipulate men and reap the rewards, thus putting them in the tradition of the femme fatale archetype.
Let's see what we can work out.
Which is as old as the golden era of Hollywood itself. And we should warn you, a spoiler alert is probably in order. Number 10, Laura Dannon, Brick.
Listen, you're scratching at the wrong door. I didn't know Em well enough to know the details of what she was in. I just got wind of the downfall.
For some, getting caught up in a drug-fueled web of lies and mystery would be emotionally derailing. Not for Laura Dannon, though, who keeps a cool head when everyone around her is losing theirs.
Who is this? Or I'll hang up.
You don't know me, I'll save you some time.
I know everyone, and I have all the time in the world.
Folly of youth.
Brick is neo-noir at its finest, drawing heavily from classic hard-boiled detective stories, and Dannon is as deadly a femme fatale as any who've come previously.
You trust me now?
Her butter wouldn't melt pixie girl visage has the audience as hooked as the film's protagonist Brendan.
You're quite a pill. Where are you going?
Home.
But surely she couldn't be an undercover evil genius, could she?
I don't know, but it sounded like you did. And a body's got a right to be curious.
Number 9, Xenia Onatopp, Goldeneye.
Xenia Sergeyevna Onatopp.
Onatopp?
Onatopp.
Bond girls are known for being beautiful, but they aren't usually this lethal. The euphemistically named Onatopp is an operative of Janus and James' eye-catching antagonist.
Enjoy it, while it lasts.
Very words I live by.
Played by Famke Janssen, this girl boils the femme fatale role down to biological basics. Guys always want to have sex with Xenia, and she is more than happy to comply. But the outcome can be fairly sinister.
Well, I must say, I've had a lovely evening. You?
Once again, the pleasure was all yours.
Onatopp's looks could kill, but her thighs definitely will. It's a deadly spin on the notion of having a crush on someone.
Xenia, I can't breathe.
Number 8, Lynn Bracken, LA Confidential.
Would you care for a drink?
Yeah, scotch. Straight.
On the one hand, an exploited sexualized call girl. On the other, a clever confidence manipulator.
You have a thing for helping women, don't you, Officer White?
We're never too sure on whose side Lynn Bracken is, or if she even has a side at all.
I wondered when you might knock on my door again, Officer White.
Played by Kim Basinger, she's a prostitute made to look like the famous actress Veronica Lake, and she seems to have the entire LAPD at her beautified beck and call.
You're the first man in 5 years who didn't tell me I look like Veronica Lake inside of a minute.
You look better than Veronica Lake.
Double-crossing comes standard in this movie, and Bracken more than holds her own with the big boys.
Some men get the world. Others get egg hookers and a trip to Arizona.
Number 7, Rachel, Blade Runner.
I'm Rachel.
Deckard.
A non-human, genetically engineered being known as a replicant, Rachel is Eldon Tyrell's most recent experiment. An android implanted with a real person's memories so that she might think she is human.
You're reading a magazine, you come across a full-page nude photo of a girl.
Is this testing whether I'm a replicant or a lesbian, Mr. Deckard?
Just answer the questions, please.
She's not exactly villainous, but she's also not someone you'd want to fall in love with either.
Say, kiss me.
In true film noir style, however, our hero, Harrison Ford's Rick Deckard, does exactly that, despite being tasked with retiring her.
I want you put your hands on me.
Played by Sean Young, she has the look and she has the lines.
I'm not in the business.
She's a futuristic femme fatale, heavily indebted to the ones of yesteryear.
I am the business.
Number 6, Mal Cobb, Inception.
I'm asking you to take a leap of faith.
No, honey. No, I can't.
It's rare that the description, a dreamlike visage, could be attributed to a female character and not be a positive thing.
Your world is not real. A simple little thought that changes everything.
Mal Cobb is Dominic Cobb's deceased wife, and the nightmarish subconscious projection that serves as the main antagonist in Inception.
I can't stay with her anymore because she doesn't exist.
I'm the only thing you two believe in anymore.
I wish.
A ghostly character played by Marion Cotillard, she is beautiful, but she has us on the edge of sanity. A creation of Dawn's own neurosis, the clues in her name.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I thought you might be missing me.
Mal Cobb is malevolent, maladjusted, and malicious.
You keep telling yourself what you know. But what do you believe? What do you feel?
Number 5, Laura Ashe and Lily Watts, Femme Fatale.
You know what time it is?
Our next entry takes the femme fatale role out of the supporting and into the leading, giving this film noir its to-the-point title.
You killed him.
Just being careful.
Rebecca Romaine plays the leading lady here, or should we say leading ladies? As Laura Ashe, she's a double-crossing diamond thief for hire. As Lily Watts, she's a well-placed, well-timed doppelganger.
Call me Lily.
Okay. Lily.
Set against a Parisian backdrop, this film keeps us glued to the screen in more ways than one, as the plot twists are just as beautiful and seductive as the female lead. Number 4, Suzanne Stone Maretto, To Die For.
Suzanne Maretto is my married name. My own name is Suzanne Stone.
With an appropriate surname, given her heart is likely made of it, Suzanne Stone was a breakthrough role for Nicole Kidman.
On TV is where we learn about who we really are. Because what's the point of doing anything worthwhile if nobody's watching?
The aspiring wife of the wealthy Larry Maretto, she's a weather girl with her eyes on becoming a nationally recognized news anchor.
It has always been my dream to become such a messenger. I look to you, gentlemen, now to make that dream a reality.
When Maretto starts asking for kids and a family life, however, Stone doesn't take kindly to their conflicting ambitions.
I love kids. I absolutely love them, but a woman in my field with a baby has 2 strikes against her.
Where most would just get a divorce and move on, this woman trades sexual favors in a bid to arrange her husband's homicide.
Then you have to do what you have to do.
It's an outrageous solution that only a femme fatale could concoct.
Big wheels keep on turning, carry me home to smack you.
Number 3, Bridget Gregory, The Last Seduction.
Well, I know what a friend of mine did. Yeah, she had her husband killed. I swear to God.
Bridget Gregory is arguably the most sociopathic character on this list. And she steps into 3rd place by stepping over more than a few dead bodies.
I want you to go back with me.
Oh, really, you do? And all I have to do is kill someone while you go apartment hunting?
We can do it together.
Played by Linda Fiorentino, she switches on the seduction like she's turning on a tap. She sets up murders like she's taking out the trash.
Okay, who? Who do you want me to erase? Who do you want me to kill?
This Cahill guy in New York.
Bridget becomes embroiled with Mike as she's on the run from her husband Clay, and the climax of this movie involves a confrontation of disturbing proportions between all 3.
So you were gonna have me kill your husband?
Rarely seen without a cigarette in her mouth, she's smoking hot and seriously dangerous.
I can be very nice when I try.
No.
Number 2, Maddie Walker, Body Heat.
I know you.
You're the one that doesn't like to talk about the heat. Too bad. I tell you about my chimes.
The Floridian summer provides a sweltering setting for our next movie, and our scintillating second placer sure can flex her fatally feminine muscles.
I love it.
Maddie Walker is another wife looking to bunk off her husband, and her lover and unscrupulous lawyer, Ned Racine, volunteers to do the dirty work.
When I see you again, he'll be dead.
As the plot progresses, Maddie gets Ned increasingly tangled up in the details of the crime, making him the prime suspect in the investigation.
There are some men, once they get a whiff of it, they trail you like a hound.
A master manipulator and a serial seducer, Maddie spins the most complicated web of lies of any femme fatale on this list.
My temperature runs a couple of degrees high, around 100. I don't mind. It's the engine or something.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
My name is Bonnie. Bonnie Castle.
Sergent-chef Favard. Il m'a raconté comment ce gros porc de tout venait a descendu l'ange de ma vie comme ça. Comme une envie de pisser.
And this has proved something I've always suspected. That vanity and happiness are incompatible.
Softer than satin was the light from the stars.
Cheers. My friends call me Catherine.
What Maddie Vasquez used to call you.
Bitch, mostly.
Number 1, Catherine Tramell, Basic Instinct. Sharon Stone is no stranger to the femme fatale role, as she first demonstrated in Total Recall.
The job's real. The agency set it up.
Bullshit.
But her Basic Instinct beauty, Catherine Tramell, is trouble and temptation personified, something that's captured in one of the most iconic scenes in Hollywood history.
I don't make any rules, Nick. I go with the flow.
A crime novelist who takes her background research very seriously, she's one of the most memorable examples of this character type in modern filmmaking, as the movie itself is a conscious effort to update the film noir genre.
Could I change into something more appropriate? It'll only take a minute. Come on in.
She uses men and women equally. She doesn't need morals, and quite famously, she also doesn't need underwear.
It's nice.
She's femme fatale finery and a cut above the risque rest.
You're gonna make a terrific character, Nick.
Do you agree with our list? Which femme fatale did we forget?
Well, I heard a sound last night that sounded sort of like a car crash. And, well, I want to know if there was an accident on Mulholland Drive. Yes, there was. Can you tell me what happened?
For more devilishly dangerous top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
You look so familiar. Haven't we met before, somewhere?
Only in my dreams.